Hello people, LWT.digital back again with another one. I hope your day is going well, my friends. I hope your weekend has gone well. Today I want to talk about BAKKT and how it's going to be postponed. The launch of BAKKT might be postponed, which is going to cause a bit of FUD right now in the market. We've seen Bitcoin have a bit of a bounce. Is it a dead cat bounce? Who knows? But I definitely am hodling through this. So if I do see it break to the upside at the moment, I'm definitely going to be looking to probably close a position in and around the between 5,250 and 6,000 mark, because I do believe then it will come tumbling back down after that, and I'll be looking to get in at a lower price. If it does break to the downside at this point, I'm just going to hodl and just wait for the bear market to end. Have we truly seen capitulation yet? We'll see. But yeah, I wanted to talk about BAKKT and the launch being postponed potentially. Okay, now in the article, it is there's two articles that I've been looking at in regards to this, and moving down. Basically, the delay, it says, might just be for a few days. But I'm just going to read a little bit right now. It's taking me away. Sorry about that. But yeah, so let's have a bit of a read, shall we? News reaching Ethereum World News indicate that the launch of BAKKT might be postponed for a second time, according to CoinDesk, the parent company of both the New York Stock Exchange and BAKKT. Intercontinental Exchange (ICE) is yet to receive the necessary approvals from the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission. The report by Coinbase went on to cite that the speed at which the CFTC is processing the necessary approvals might not be fast enough for the anticipated January 24th launch date of BAKKT. Initially, BAKKT was meant to go live on the 12th of December, but had to be pushed to the January date. However, according to sources privy of the matter, this does not mean the CFTC will not greenlight BAKKT. What it means is that the launch of the new market might be pushed a few days forward due to the following two reasons. BAKKT's custody solution for Bitcoin is a first for the CFTC. Current US government shutdown due to funding for the US-Mexico border wall. I'm just going to stop there, okay? So, the thing is with this whole BAKKT thing is that regardless of what's going on now, if we see Bitcoin beginning to climb before the launch, obviously, I'm not sure whether the launch is people are probably expecting Bitcoin to go to the moon as soon as BAKKT launches, but I believe that BAKKT could potentially want to hold off and kind of launch at the top of the trend so that they can profit off shorts. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of profit to be made on the way down as much as there is to be made on the way up. Okay, and what you'll get is you'll get a lot of moon boys thinking that BAKKT is going to send the price sky high, and they're going to jump on it and FOMO in, and BAKKT is going to launch, and then institutional investors are going to open some crazy shorts and ride it all the way down to the bottom. That's a theory which could happen, so I'm pretty cautious about it anyway. But it is what it is. Okay. There's some thought about Nano and about XRP. In regards to Nano, asking if Nano is a better option for banks than XRP. Of course it's not. Nano, it does look like it is a good technology and they're quite fast. But they're saying it's potentially 3 times faster than Ripple. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But the fundamentals in regards to XRP, obviously, I'm a fan of XRP, and I believe that they're gonna go to the moon. Nano, I'm not too clued up on Nano, if I'm being honest. But it's this whole it is decentralized type of talk and better for institutions. Obviously, I believe that Ripple is decentralized, but there is an argument as to whether it is centralized or decentralized, and sometimes people's opinions differ on that. But only time will tell. and there's FUD around whether XRP is a security or not, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we've got reports like this coming out, which is could potentially affect the price in regards to that. I pulled up this from a little while back, as 9 months ago, on Reddit, and someone read that they read a lot about Ripple, and personally they think they're a great team with massive future potential. Nano is something that is amazing and already proven itself as well. Amazon's Twitch accepting Nano as an official currency is something big. Some people are investing in both, basically. That's playing it safe. But at the end of the day, I believe XRP has much more of a presence. We do see news of XRP signing up banks. The banks are currently using Xcurrent, but there's huge potential and a high probability that they will switch to XRP. It's much easier to introduce clients to a new product when they're already using your products. Okay, so yeah, they definitely have the edge against Nano, and I'm all about XRP. Okay, I weren't actually going to make a video until potentially after Christmas, but I thought I'd make this for you today. One of the reasons is I did get an email from basically, whether you've heard of the project called ETN Electroneum or not. It's a great project, and I'm definitely just going to share a little bit of information with you now, because last time I got an email in regards to this, I did become a part of this trend here, about this bull run here, and we've seen it correct since, and that was back in September, but we've seen it correct now, and now I'm re-entered in now at this point off the back of this news. I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, but I'm just going to give you some information in regards to this now that might influence your decision to invest. But if you do invest, please make sure it's your own decision, not because any YouTuber has told you to invest in it, or please do your own research, basically. Okay, right. So Electroneum, if you don't know anything about Electroneum, they're a payment system, and their target is the unbanked. Okay, it's smartphones. So you can make payments from your smartphone. In several countries they don't really have access to banks, so this is just another way for them to make payment, and they're targeting the 99% as opposed to the 1%. You can do more research on Electroneum, but when you're like, basically, I do cloud mining on Electroneum, and I earn free ETN in regards to that. I also purchased ETN, and it's a project that we could potentially see take off in the future. I wanted to share this information with you because it does look like next year, January and through next year, there could be some big things coming for Electroneum. And when you're signed up to the portal and you're signed up to the cloud mining, basically, I get emails sometimes with updates in regards to what's happening, because it can be quiet in the news. Okay, so I'm just going to share some information with you from the founder, Richard Else, and an email that I've received today is quite long. So please do bear with me. I'm going to read the whole thing for you, and this is just a little bit of inside information that I'm giving to you, because if you're not investing in ETN and you're not signed up to the cloud mining app, you probably won't receive this sort of email, and you won't know what's going on like the way that I do. Okay, so I'm just going to read this to you, and you can do what you want with the information after that. So, hi everyone, we are coming to the close of 2018, and whilst cryptocurrency in general has had a year of turmoil, it has been a very positive year for Electroneum, and I'd like to recap on what we've achieved this year and reveal some of what we have planned for next year. This might end up as an epic Tolstoy length email, so my apologies if it's too long for you, but I feel there's a lot to say. Firstly, let's remember that we set out to redefine cryptocurrency altogether. Before Electroneum, there were no cryptocurrencies that were designed from the start to be widely and easily adopted. We have started to achieve the primary goal of Electroneum, which is adoption. Did you know that Electroneum is the fastest growing cryptocurrency in the history of the world? I was going to say universe, but I really don't know what our competitors are doing in other spiral arms of this galaxy, let alone the entire universe. Hold on, let's just think about that for a second. We have grown our user numbers to over 2 million holders and users of ETN in just 1 year. We fit the real world usage of cryptocurrency better than any other. Electroneum has done something here that's never been achieved elsewhere. We have an enormous community of users who are more than just users. They are passionate about what Electroneum is trying to do. A quick Google search of any cryptocurrency will find you some videos and some images, but with ETN there is an enormous following of hundreds of thousands of amazing people who are helping to make ETN a success. Electroneum has fan art. Think about that. A boring financial product with fan art. If you are one of the passionate ETN believers and advocates, then I'd like to say a whopping thank you to you for your input, no matter how small you can, and are changing the world. A former British Prime Minister famously quoted, "There are lies, damn lies, and statistics." This is certainly true of the cryptocurrency market, and as such we've just installed the Alexa.com, part of Amazon, certified traffic stats tool onto our website that shows statistics for only real people. You can't fake it or exaggerate it. Did you know that if you compare the web traffic of all cryptocurrencies, we are in the top 5, that's Electroneum. If you look at active wallet numbers and actual blockchain transaction numbers, we are in the top 10 of cryptocurrencies for both. We have achieved a great deal this year by making ETN accessible to everyone who has a smartphone. Electroneum lead the market. 2018 has seen us launch our instant payment system into beta, be the first cryptocurrency to offer a payment integration API, allowing vendors to easily accept cryptocurrency for instant transactions. We are working with the community to create easy payment plugins for all the popular e-commerce software, and we've launched a number of them, including WooCommerce, which enables over 3 million WooCommerce sites to accept ETN with around 15 minutes of work. I can't overstate how important this instant payment framework is to us achieving our goals. It is a huge leap forward for cryptocurrency. We've seen some great vendors come on board this year, and next year I am confident we will see a huge surge of vendors once we get live on the ground in a few strategic areas. We are the first cryptocurrency to formally adopt KYC, Know Your Customer in brackets, which now officially goes live on the 27th of December. As the authorities of the world start to accept and understand cryptocurrency, you will see why our early adoption of a regulatory framework is important to growth. Governments of the world fear cryptocurrency. We are giving them something to embrace. We have produced hundreds of thousands of lines of code this year. I've seen a lot of projects talk about valuations of crypto projects based on GitHub commits. This is a place where people store their open source code. Electroneum is different to most cryptocurrencies. It has both open source blockchain code that anyone is welcome to help work on, and closed source code that runs the back end, such as the app, the instant payment system, and the custodial wallet system. These are the features that are making Electroneum a success and make us a real business that corporations, governments, NGOs, and institutions can feel comfortable with. The bright future of ETN. This year has been a year of preparing, growing the team. Not everyone in the team wants their picture on the website. We have over 30 full-time employees and access to many more part-time resources. Last year we attended MWC, Mobile World Congress, as the first cryptocurrency member of the GSMA. Next February we attend again. You are going to love our stand. Nobody has ever done anything like it. This time we are attending with a full product and exciting news. Okay, we launch a number of things at that show, all of which are secret for now. 2 are locked in as absolutes, and there are a few more that we are trying to tie in with the show. I don't want to hint at what is coming. It's only a couple of months before you'll see that for yourself. But it will be the base block from which we demonstrate to the business world just how usable cryptocurrency can be. Alright, so keep an eye on ETN in regards to that, because in only a couple of months you'll see for yourself what's happening. Probably good to invest now if you decide to. Apple iOS launch. I'm currently cloud mining on Android, and I intend to mine on iOS when they do launch that as well. Yeah, This is coming soon. The first week of January will see our iOS app that include cloud mining go into 100 user beta. The second week we will release it to our 5,000 plus iOS test flight users still in beta and subject to testing. Should be in the Apple Store by the end of January. Okay, bullish. Cloud mining will make the distribution of ETN much more appealing to the target audience of the unbanked. Ironically, with their lower powered hardware and sporadic internet access, it has been the developed world that has found it easiest to obtain some ETN. That all changes with the cloud mining, where someone with the latest Samsung or iPhone will get the same value in ETN as someone with an ancient smartphone and little internet access. We can launch cloud mining for Android subject to the useful testing on Apple devices. I think it is going to be a big success and I expect to see it on Android before the MWC show in February. Blockchain. As you probably, I know this is quite long, guys, but we do have still a while to go, but it's definitely interesting information, so just stick with me. All right. As you probably know, we used the Monero blockchain as a stable base for the Electroneum blockchain when we launched. We've been moving away from Monero and have removed many of the privacy features of Monero during 2018. 2019 will see even more privacy removed, although we intend to keep stealth addresses to prevent vendors or anyone else looking into your wallet and seeing how much ETN you have, like you can with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Some say we are not doing anything particularly different or unique with the blockchain or part of our project, but the reality is that we are doing the single most important thing there is with blockchain. We are making it usable in everyday life. Credit card purchase or ETN and gig economy. This week has been a particularly busy week with a few new exchanges coming on board and the launch of a very important part of our future, gig economy system. You can now purchase ETN quickly and simply with a credit card at Indocoin. We are working on others, especially for the US citizens, which Indocoin currently does not cover. I actually saw on KuCoin that I can actually purchase with a credit card as well today directly. But you do have to verify for the Know Your Customer KYC in order to do that, I do believe. Okay, but moving on. This is important as when we launch our gig economy website in Q1 of 2019, it will enable the unbanked of the world to join the global economy when looking for work. This is one of the major areas that we see for opening up the world to understanding the power of cryptocurrency as people in developed nations become able to purchase digital services from the people of developing nations with no barriers. Developed nation businesses can purchase ETN with a credit card and buy software development, data entry, virtual business services, design, data research, social media management, and much, much more. From a growing market of millennial entrepreneurs in the developing market, everyone wins. You'll see way more of this in 2019. Way more of this in 2019, including an e-learning system that enables those with digital skills to remotely teach others with an ETN incentive. As I mentioned above, this should be going live in Q1. We are trying to get that live for MWC2, but I don't want to commit 100% to that date for this project. The good news is that we have a lot of interest in it from an NGO perspective, so when we launch it, I am confident that it will be a really powerful force for both enablement and empowerment of individuals, but also a huge catalyst for the growth and acceptance of cryptocurrency generally. People have been asking me why to the 2018 pronounced dip in the price of cryptocurrencies across the board, and I'd like to offer you my view on the 2018 cryptocurrency market and what I believe the market will focus on in the future. The cryptocurrency markets are very new, and whilst they are often compared to more mature markets, such as the equities markets, I believe there are very few similarities. Some people are buying and selling cryptocurrencies based on applying technical analysis, where they look at chart patterns in the historical price and volumes to try and predict the future. Others are buying based on momentum, effectively following the herd. And then there are the true project believers, known in the crypto industry as hodlers, who have bought some because they believe in the long-term viability and future success of the project. Don't worry, I'm getting to my point. Quote. A lesson from Warren Buffett. One of the most successful conventional traders in the world is Warren Buffett. He's pretty good at it too. Having been the richest man in the world a few times, what should we learn from him? Firstly, he's not a huge fan of Bitcoin. In fact, he hates the stuff. Why is this, and what can we learn from him? Warren hates Bitcoin because he's a value investor, and a very good one. He doesn't believe in chart analysis, and he's not a fan of momentum trading. He invests in people, he invests in teams, and he invests in real things. The cryptocurrency markets are largely coupled with Bitcoin. When it moves, the market moves, and at the moment it is almost entirely driven by the herd and not by people analyzing value. Herds are happy to run off cliffs as well as away from danger, hence the large swings in both directions of the cryptocurrency markets. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of cryptocurrencies, so Warren and I are going to differ on some views, but I absolutely know that he would look at Electroneum in a different light to Bitcoin. We have identified and created a model for blockchain coin emissions, which allows us to create a global marketing opportunity, which rewards users, partners, and vendors through engagement. We have spent time building products, solutions, and partnerships rather than hyping them, meaning that most people are unaware of what has really been achieved in such a short time. The Electroneum team are fortunate to have considerable relationships across distribution partners, working closely with a number of them throughout the planning and creation of our ecosystem. In our first year, we have developed, tested, and launched a much wider set of products and partner benefits than anyone expected. We are going into 2019 as a gateway, with a toolkit and approach that enables partners, governments, and entrepreneurs to benefit from cryptocurrency. No longer is it just trading or accumulation of crypto. We stimulate everyday, continual usage in the real world. We are focused on the fundamentals of traditional business, giving people what they want, and helping them to achieve financial inclusion and inclusivity by creating an end-to-end ecosystem for everyday use of crypto by anyone, anywhere. The combination of our ecosystem, our partners, and the scale of our community puts us in an incredibly strong position to achieve our goals of opening the world economy to every person, including the 1.8 billion unbanked. In short, Electroneum has an actual business behind it and is delivering real things to real users, millions of them, via partnerships with other real companies. We deliver value and can show future revenue streams based on demonstrated growth. These are real life business things. We know our users and that is valuable. We have access to our app users and that is valuable. We understand and can chart growth and that is valuable. The list of differences goes on. Take a look at the metrics of some of the biggest tech unicorns, and you'll see they are all valued on the number of real active users. The only reason they have that value is because they can communicate and monetize those users. That is where the parallel to Electroneum becomes apparent. We have no intention of substantially monetizing our user base for years to come, but we have the capability to do so, and all businesses must have a revenue stream or potential future revenue stream. I believe in Bitcoin and I see it as a kind of cryptocurrency gold, but because there is so much focus on fully decentralized systems that do not know their users and are run by anonymous miners, we will find that real value investors are weary of all cryptocurrencies because of the mistaken impression that they are all alike. I agree that it is hard to make a purchase of Bitcoin based on fundamentals and value because it's not obvious where it lies. Scarcity and a belief in the project make me a hodler, but I can't put a fair price on Bitcoin. Nobody can. Electroneum is unarguably more technically useful than Bitcoin because of its speed, accessibility, and ability to scale, but that is not enough. I believe that as more real-world cryptocurrency projects evolve, you will see value as the main driver in the cryptocurrency markets. If a cryptocurrency project is also a conventional company with the ability to drive profits, grow larger and become a dominant brand, then you will see conventional investors such as Warren Buffett entering the market. I hope that cryptocurrency volatility will be reduced as cryptocurrencies start to look and feel more like regular companies, with friendly help desks, balance sheets, contractual partnerships and accountability. When is this going to happen? It's already started. I wish you and your family the very best Christmas or holiday period. Richard Els, founder and CEO, Electroneum.com. Okay, and that's from my direct email. So if you're not part of the Electroneum universe, they call it, then you probably wouldn't have got that. Okay, so that's for free. I'm giving you that. I mean, you do what you want with that information. It definitely indicates that, you know, there's going to be some news in January that is probably going to cause a little bit of a rally. And don't quote me on that, because it doesn't necessarily mean that a rally is going to take place. However, there are hints at adoption in that email, and that's going to be big for all cryptocurrencies. But adoption is something that we're definitely looking for in this cryptocurrency space. And Electroneum are hinting that they've got products that are going to make it easy for investors to invest in. So, you know, you do what you want with that information. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm merely just sharing an email with you that I got from Richard Els. And like I said, last time I got an email, I ended up in the midst of this. I think it was about, you know, it was a good 200-300%. We saw Electroneum go up to, and obviously we have seen a sell-off, but in comparison to the 0.8 cents, in comparison to the price that we saw it at down here, if you were in down there, then you're still in profit. Okay, and we could potentially see another move to the upside after this big correction here. Okay, so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I know it was a bit long, but I just wanted to share that information with you. I can't send you the email out, you know, I just wanted to read it out. If you haven't done already, do me a favor and smash the thumbs up, click the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications. I'll see you again in the next one. Until then, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. LWT.digital.